Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce the researchers of this presentation. Isagani Agagdan Jr., Jude Philip Daguok, Royan Kyle Ermac, Kirk Adrian Pamisa, and Nomer J. Torres. The flow of presentation will be background rationale by Mr. Ermac, statement of the problem by Mr. Daguok, framework of the study and objectives of the study by Mr. Agagdan, review of related literature by Mr. Pamisa and Mr. Torres. The proposal presentation with the title Automated Sanitizing Booth with Gate System and UV Light will now start.
Now, I will discuss to you the background rationale of our study. Disinfection practices are important to reduce the potential for coronavirus 2019. Contamination in non-healthcare settings such as in the home, office, schools, gyms, and other accessible buildings. Faith-based community centers, markets, transportation and businesses. High-touch surface in these non-healthcare settings should be identified for priority disinfection, such as door and window handles and work surface. Ultraviolet light is a type of radiation. It has more energy than radio waves or visible light, but less than X-rays or gamma rays. You can be exposed to UV light via natural sunlight or through human-made sources like tanning beds. UV light has been used as a means to kill germs like bacteria and viruses. The study found that the UV light reduced the live coronavirus by 99.7% in 30 seconds. The type of UV light used in this study is called far UV light, which is UV light between the lengths of 207 and 222 nanometers. Far UV light is still damaging to germs but less of a hazard to your skin and eyes than other types of UV light. The booth is easy to assemble and can be placed in different locations. The goal is to create sanitation corridors, which local government can easily produce. A few towns, cities, and government offices have been using improvised sanitation booths, although some use manual spraying. This paper discusses the sanitation of every person passes through, that you don't need labor to spray alcohol and check temperature. It has UV light that kills bacteria in your clothes and a gate that opens when you pass the temperature within the limit. Therefore, the study is offering an alternative to lessen people from spreading the virus.
So we are now going to present to you the statement of the problem. The automated sanitizing booth with gate system and UV light is a sanitizing device used to disinfect a person before entering an establishment. For the development of this study, we address the following questions. What accessible design should the researchers assess to build automated sanitizing booth with gate system and UV light? What development or implementation process should the researchers consider in creating automated sanitizing booth with gate system and UV light? Last one is what evaluation process should the researchers use to assess the performance of the automated sanitizing booth with gate system and UV light?
So we proceed to the objectives of the study. This study aims to design and develop a sanitation booth that helps the community as well as the government with our new normal practices. Specifically, this aims to first is to design an easy to install and inexpensive way of disinfecting. Second, to develop an effective health assessment with less labor and no close contact. Third is to evaluate people's temperature and sanitize in a more efficient manner. Next is the framework. So this is the process of our conceptual framework. So First is you need to enter the sanitation booth. Next is the UV light will lessen the virus, and you need to have an alcohol and the thermal scanner, because this thing will determine you if you have a high or normal temperature. So if you have a normal temperature, the gate system will open and exit the sanitation booth. But if you have a high temperature, the gate system will not open and you need to go back to the UV light, so on and so forth.
I'm going to discuss the review of related literature. The increasing spread of coronavirus across countries with no sight of vaccine, uncovered soon, has prompted affected countries to impose strict containment measures in view to ease the enormous strain on health system. Disinfection, decontamination, contact tracing, and isolation are a few health protocols that are to be observed by companies that resume their activities to protect their employees from being infected. Implementation of environmental cleaning, disinfection has been shown to reduce the incidence of healthcare-associated infection. The effect of an enhanced strategy for terminal room disinfection, applying the pulse xenon-based ultraviolet light no-touch disinfection system, or PX-UVC, after the current standard operating protocol, or SOP, was evaluated.
Hello everyone, so now I will discuss to you the second part of review of related literature. World Health Organization and other global public health organizations have issued guidelines to prevent community spread virus. This includes basic measures like hand washing, social distancing, and cough etiquettes. Advice regarding disinfection of surfaces have also been circulated. Due to the infodemic and misinformation, public and even institutions, particularly in the developing world, have adopted certain unproven measures, which have the potential to do more harm than good. We describe one such measure being commonly used, called sanitation walk-through gate or antiviral gate. We discuss how this tool is totally ineffective of protecting against the spread of COVID-19 and only offers a false sense of security. There are concerns that such measure may discourage public to forego the established and recommended practices in favor with these strategies. When the COVID-19 pandemic broke out in China in early 2020, the autonomous disinfecting robots from UVD robots saw massive interest from companies looking to sanitize and sterilize their places of business. So that is all.
Next is the conceptual design. So this is the automated sanitizing booth with gate system and UV light. So as you can see, both sides has its UV light, and there is also an alcohol dispenser and thermal scanner. And last is the gate system. That's all, and thank you, and God bless.